Hey, howdy. This is just something super chill. Work's been quite busy, so I haven't been able to both work on music and record it and edit it, but I wanted to throw at least some little process video as a proof of progress, and also a little behind the scenes for how I do what I do. Here we have Mr. Brightside by The Killers, one of the winners. Here's how the voting turned out, so these are the dumpers, unfortunately. With a song like this that's very melodic in particular and vocal, and popular, there are very particular piano tutorials, and I'm not going to talk about how to read sheet music. I know what this looks like. I know how to translate it to here. But there's more to it than that, what I'd like to call the flourish. So this first two measures, pretty basic. It's like a little build-up, and this is what the demo was in the previous video. And then we have these four measures, which are ones that do already have the flourish. Which you might call these little swoopy things. Those are things that are unique to the 8-bit style, and I like to really lean into them because that's the type of thing you can't really do on a piano. You can do it with a voice, you can do it with some instruments, but I think you'll see what I mean immediately. The little ba-ba-ba-ba-bam-wap. That's pretty fun stuff. So now you can see I have many measures because the song doesn't do a ton of repeating. Things are pretty unique. So here's a taste of what it sounds like from that if you're not familiar. So where it is at right now is it's pretty literally exactly what the song is, and the drum beat isn't changing, the bass voice isn't changing. I've just got the basic chords here. Not even the chord, really, just the bass note of the chord. But then the high voice up here, again, very basic. The harmony is fun. It's fun to get these extra notes in here. I think this earlier simple bit will be pretty easy. There's room for the yellow voice eventually. Pretty simple. We've got this pretty steady two hands and then the two notes rather. And then one of them changes to give the harmony a little variation. Here's that again. We like the swoopies. We like messing with stuff here to see what we can do. Another thing is chords are set to simultaneous. Arpeggio is a little extreme, I think you'll agree. It'd be fun if I could do that sometimes, but you kind of have to pick it for the whole voice, for the whole song. But I'm mostly thinking about what can be done with the rhythm and the little swoopy bits. So for example, one thing I could do, if you whoop, then it would have like a bit of a fade out. Kind of cool. It's a little bit like the choppy bit from the beginning. And I would even argue that it would be better if instead of that volume change, it was just choppy. Like this, and then the long notes deserve to be long, so I'm not going to change them. Which I think that's a little more dynamic. I think it's a little different than the original. There's no vocals here, there's no words that have to be heard. So I like that. And then these longer notes, they're the ones that have an opportunity to have a little bit of twisty bits on them. Oops, it's that. You gotta grab on the actual note to do it, so. Pretty good. I think it needs to be a little longer. Does this make the song necessarily better? Hard to say at this stage, that's for sure. This is the part that I call flourish. This is the stuff that's not in the original, and that's what I bring to the table. Yeah, and I think if these guys go down too, it might be a little callback to earlier in just the measure. Okay, I'm not convinced this is the way to go, but I would like to try adding it to other parts. Okay, so that was kind of awful. First one here is okay to swoop. And then I think this one could have rhythm to it like this. A little more choppy like that. And then to make it match, we could go like this. Now this is already a departure from the song. I don't know if this part has lyrics offhand, but this would no longer line up with the lyrics, but I think there's something happening here. this real long one, I think it'd be fun to have that one go. Okay. I would even say that this swoop here at the end, it doesn't really serve a purpose. And I think this one could maybe even have like a swoop up. But also, this could be a chance for whatever's in the yellow voice to just like chime in for a sec. So I'm gonna leave this open. I'm gonna leave that like it is. And then this gives us an opportunity to hear it as it was. And then we'll do a little before and after. Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. Either way, things are coming along for the ride. Here it is, gang. I would argue that that was a slight improvement. I would also definitely argue that it was objectively unique to me. Like, the original does not sound like that, and that's the whole reason I love doing this. So, thanks for stepping in, a little behind the scenes in the Mojo Dojo, putting together this album. The album cover's in the works, and I'm working on songs like this. Let me know what you thought. Did I butcher the song? Did I make it way worse? Are you one of the people who wishes I did breeze blocks instead? Tap in the comments. Thanks again.